Hello everyone, this is Ron. Welcome to another King of Fighters All-Star video, and in today's video I am going to show how I am managing my plugins, because as you can see there is a watch shaped icon. This will reappear in your dashboard when you have excessive amount of plugins. And plugin plant is a place where you have to farm the plugins constantly, and you have to keep the good plugins and you have to destroy or delete or salvage the other plugins. Because if I take you to the plugin plant, you will see that of course there is always a limited space. Let me take you to the plant, and of course there is a limited space, and each and every time you will farm plugin you will probably get around 4 to 5 plugins, and within a quick succession this stock is going to be fulfilled. Now right now it's a good time to show you, because my plugin stock is kind of fulfilled. I need to clean this up. Now when this 1000, by default it is kind of 1000 or something, you might actually increase this by using Ruby, but it kind of costs a lot, so it's not really a good idea. So when this 1000 is going to be fulfilled, the game will allow you this not acquired place, and here these extra plugins that you will farm will stay for up to 5 hours. For 5 hours they will stay here. After 5 hours they will be automatically deleted if you don't collect them, and to collect them you need to free up the space. So what I do, I come to the plugin plant, I go straight away to the filter, and first I'm going to deselect all these colors and I'm going to select only the particular color that I'm currently farming. And of course it requires a lot of AP and gold, so it is ideal to pick one color and work at a time. So right now I am working with blue color for Terry, so that's as I have just selected. And now as you can see there are different type of filtering options that you can use. What I'm going to do, first of all I'm going to tap on plugin power. So now this is going to rank my plugins based on my power level. Now you can see that what are the high level power level plugins that I have farmed, and then definitely I can keep that. But as I said before, that we need to keep the good plugins and we need to keep the we need to delete the bad plugins. So what are the good plugins and what are the bad plugins? Now that will depend highly on the character. And as you know that Terry is a character who is very powerful in his strike skill, and his main damage is coming from his active 3 skill. So these are the two things: strike skill buff and active 3 skill buff, and also high attack, high momentum, high critical damage. These are the effects that we are going to look forward to. So first I'm going to go to view more, and I'm going to use this filter option and select my plugins based on strike skill. If I tap on strike skill, now the plugins are going to be sorted on strike skill, and all the most powerful plugins with strike skill are going to be here. Of course you can do this thing from here, but I think it is going to be easier if you go inside, because for the selection process you should do it from here. I think this is going to be more useful, so you know that in which slot what is going to happen. For example, let's just say let's go to this slot. First let's check out if our plugins are marked or categorized by strike skill. Now see that on the watch shaped we don't really have anything. In the ring shaped we are having the top plugins based on strike skill, but we already marked them because we already got them, so there is nothing new. Now let's move on to this one. This one, as you can see in this necklace shaped, this is the plugin that I haven't seen until now. I just saw it for the first time, and this is giving me 54.2% damage dealing with strike skill. Oh my god, that's a huge plugin. So I must keep it. I must make sure that we should not delete this plugin at all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna mark this thing with thumbs up. Now this plugin is totally protected. Now all the rest of the plugins, these I have already checked previously and marked in the same way that I have just did. Now another plugin I can see, it is giving me 42.9% strike skill. Now it is not really giving me any other property. We are having some blast skill, some strike skill, I mean not really good enough, so I'm not going to mark it at all. I will delete it because I have better plugin for the same option, because this one is main property strike skill, but guess what, I have higher rates, so I'll leave this one. And maybe later I'm going to check and maybe some unmark some of these lower categories, because some of them are really low. For example, this one 24.1%, but still it is marked as a thumbs up, because previously when I was in tier 4 or tier 3, I think I thought that this is a good plugin, or maybe this plugin has some other properties. For example, 10,000 momentum, this is a good plugin, I'm going to keep it. So in that way we know that what plugins we are getting. Let's move on to the next slot. Headphone shaped, I think all of them are marked. The top two are already old plugins. We have another plugin, this one 40% strike skill, but guess what, I already have 43.8%, so I'm not going to mark it with thumbs up. This one, look at this, 45%, it is even higher than this one that I got previously, so I'm definitely going to mark this one. And I'm going to check if I have anything here. These are all old plugins kind of marked. This one strike skill, this one kind of low, I don't care. This one is also lower, so these shapes are completed. This one, this sunglass shaped, the best I have is 51.9. so if we have something higher than that, we're gonna keep it, otherwise we don't care. For example, this one 22, we don't care. This one 26, but it's appearing some with some 5.6% critical damage rate, but it is not really too much high, so we don't care. 40.3, this is high, but we have higher, so I think the rest of them are marked. So now I can say safely that the plugins that I have already farmed, I already have the best plugins that is related with strike skill. That means all the best plugins, the only better plugins I have, that is strike skill. Now can I delete these plugins? Of course not, because we have to check them for more effects. So let me go back to the character again, and what we are going to do, we are going to categorize the plugins based on some other factors, like for example attack. Let's see if we can get something good. Of course, make sure that only attack is selected and not the other one. See, that was a mistake, both of them were selected. We don't want that, we want only attack. This way we can see that if we are getting something good. For example, the existing plugin high attack, I'm having high attack. Let's see if we are getting something better. See this one, active 3 skill attack, this is a very good plugin. Let me like this one, and see, these ones already I have checked previously and I have liked them. This one 5000 attack, see 50% basic attack. Now this plugin is not going to help my Terry, of course, but for upcoming characters I'm definitely going to save this plugin. This one 7000 attack, it's a high kind of high attack, so let me keep it. 6000 attack, not really useful. Rest of them are kind of marked with thumbs up. This one is not marked, it is giving me active 3 skill enhancement, active 3 skill damage buff, and also attack. Very good guys, let's keep it. So in this way we have to check out all the plugins and try to save them or try to mark them with thumbs up, so they are not deleted. That's the basic idea guys. So now I'm going to quickly check all the plugins based on attack, because all of them are selected by attack. This one 5000 attack, 7000 attack. This one is kind of high, so I'll mark it. These two are already marked high attacks. This is a new 6000 attack and some blast skill. This is a good plugin because it is offering attack plus blast skill. Maybe not good for Terry, but for upcoming fighters. And also look at this active 3 skill phantom damage. Let's add it to the thumbs up list. This one, critical damage resisted, 4000 attack. 4000 attack is not really important, but 13.35% critical damage resist rate. This rate is kind of high, so I'll just save it. 5000 attack, I don't care. So that's what we got from this slot. This one, I think all of them are marked, so we don't really have anything for attack. This one is having 6000 attack, but not really good. Headphone shaped. This one is already marked. This one is giving me 7000 attack, is very good, but that's all. Probably I'm going to mark, maybe I'm going to delete it later. This one, 5000 attack. Alright, not good. Attack, 7000 attack, active skill 2. This is not good for Terry, but maybe for any future character who has a very high amount of active skill 2 buff. Rest are kind of marked already, so we are safe in this zone. Finally, the sunglass shaped. It looks like all of them are kind of marked. We don't really have anything. I think this one, 6000 attack, some grab skill. Let's just keep it. Maybe we'll delete it later. Not really that promising, to be honest. Now I'm going to mark once again. I'm going to go to the filter once again. So now we have already sorted our plugins based on attack and saved the best attack plugins. And now I can confidently say that all the highest attack plugins are saved in my account. Now is that enough? Probably not, because we need to check out certain other stats. So first of all, when you go to the filter, go back to the select all. So all the other options are deselected. Now we can select based on momentum, for example, because momentum is going to be important for other game modes, maybe not for plugin plant. We can see this one is unmarked. We're having 3000 momentum. Highest we are having 4000. So I don't really care about this one, I guess. But this one is having some overpower and phantom attack. Maybe I'll just skip it because we don't really have too much choices. These ones are having active 3 skill buff, 33%, which is good. I'll keep it. This one, momentum, no, not really too much good, so I'll just leave it. This one, for example, see, in this category the highest we are having momentum is 11,000, I guess. This one is 12,000. See, we got a better plugin with 12,000 momentum. Definitely we're going to save it. 9,000 momentum, we don't care. 8,000 basic attack, maybe good. 8,000 momentum. I think this is a very good one. Strike skill with momentum. I have saved it previously. Okay, so these are the things that we need to save. I don't really care about anything else. We already have better stops. I think necklace shape plugin is mostly 10,000 momentum from here. Strike skill 9,000 momentum, very good. All right, the rest is all in control. Let's move on to headphone shape. We have a lot of plugins here. Look at this. A lot of them are unmarked. Now of course you will understand that some of these plugins will provide you certain stats more. If you observe the plugins more, you will understand more. Now let's see this. This one, for example, 11,000 momentum for defeating enemy, very good. This one for, I think, 40% chance, but it has a very high grab skill damage, so I'll just keep it. This one, for example, of course all of these high level plugins have really decent stat, but some of them are not really good. For example, this one is not good. 40% chance, I don't care. 10% chance, I don't care, bro. This one is marked, this one is marked. This one 49.9% grab skill, guys, insane. And also 8000% momentum when defeating enemy, guaranteed. Basic attack 40%, very good plugin, guys. This is crap. 10%, 10% also crap. Marked, these are marked. This one 6000. Now see that the lower you go, the plugin abilities are going to be worse. We are getting less momentum. 6000, we don't even care about this thing. So these are the best plugins on the top row. So as you can see that we have sorted the plugin. Now it is kind of easy to find the effects. Now finally the sunglass shape plugin. We are having 11,000, but this is 10%. Defeating enemy 11,000, good plugin. Actually the best are going to be the solid momentum rather than this sort of details. So this one I don't really care about this. Petrified duration, maybe I'll just keep it because the effect is a little bit unique. Let's see the next one. 40% chance, we don't care. Grab skill 40% chance. Just keep the grab skill, this only for this percentage. This is crap. 10% jab, very good crap. 10% chance, all the 10% chances are crap, guys. These doesn't even work. So now I can say I have already collected the all the momentum. That is the new best momentums that I got in my character. Now is that all? Now we will quickly check for other characters, because maybe we got some blast skill damage. Maybe we got some blast skill damage because maybe some other characters are going to be in future who is going to do better with blast skill. So let me equip all and blast skill. Let's check, nothing here. In this category the top ones are already selected. This one 36, we don't care. But not always the high power level plugins are going to be the best. You have to check from this side as well. For example, look at this. This one has 43.5% blast skill and this power level is only 101. But we have higher rate, so I'm not going to check. This one necklace shaped, I think we got this one. Not really higher rate, but 42.9% is good for strike skill. Let me save it. Why I didn't save it before? I think I kind of missed it previously. This one is a very good plugin because strike, blast, basically master of all trade. This one I think all of them are marked. We don't have any blast skill. This one. So all of our plugins, now we have the best blast plugins kind of saved. Now a couple of things we might also look. For example, I think the best thing is going to be critical damage. You'd like to have a look if we have something. I usually have checked it because if we get some rare percentages, I don't want to lose it because it is RNG is so goddamn crap, guys. So 14.3, this is a high percentage kind of. I saved it. 10.5, we don't care. 18.5 we already have. I think we already have it covered. See that critical damage is only provided by these two plugins, headphone and sunglass. You will not find critical damage in ring shaped or necklace shaped. So in sunglass shaped, I think we have some critical damage, 7.4. Let's see what we have. We already have 13.8. So 7.4 we don't care. Grab skill, this is kind of good. Critical rate, critical damage together, not really too high percentage, but I'm going to keep it. So all the critical damage plugins are done. So now we can say we have sorted our plugins based on all the main stats. Of course, there are other stats like phantom attack, for example, these sort of things, but I think this is the best we can do. Of course, we cannot keep all the plugins because we need to empty. So now our sorting is completed. Now we are going to go to the main storage again, and now we are going to salvage some plugins first. We are not going to delete this one until now. Let me remove the filter. I think the filter is active. Alright, the filter is active. Now these plugins we are not going to delete, because if we salvage them we will get rewards. But first let me check if we have something really good. Phantom damage, phantom penetration, active 2 skill damage. I don't really think anything is good. But by the way, in this section the filter doesn't really work properly, so try to manually check them. Critical rate 1.1%, 4% blast skill, critical damage resist. Honestly, I don't really think something is good, but still let us check. I don't want to miss anything that is probably good. So looks like nothing is that important, so we are safe to delete all of them, but I'm not going to delete them. First I'm going to make space. So how I'm going to do it? Notice that now by default the high high power level plugins are on the top, and if we go to salvage and select all, what it is going to do, it is going to select all the high power level plugins by default. Look at this, it has started from here and it has kind of ended here, because maximum it is going to select 100 plugins. But guess what, it is kind of selecting the 100 best plugins, 100 plugins with the top power level. But here we are having lot of low power level plugin that we don't even care about. We would like to delete these plugins first, because look at this, 108 power level, 81 power level, can you believe it? So we need to get rid of these things first. So how to do it? We need to operate this filter a little bit. To go to the filter and tap on this detail sorting. Now it will give you a couple of options, don't get confused, I'll show you how to do it easily. Now tap on this plugin power, it is going to select this plugin power here. Now we have the options to actually sort the plugins based on their plugin power. Now by default it is selected this one. Now if we select this one and apply, now look at this. Now all the low level plugins are on the top and all the high level plugins are on the below. Now if we tap on this salvage all, now you see that if you select all, now all the low level plugins are selected to be deleted. And if you go down, I'll show you that all the high level plugins are, the lower you go the higher will be the plugin levels, and they are not selected. So this is the descending and ascending sorting, detail sorting that you can do. So now I'm going to do what? I'm going to simply confirm. Salvage, it will consume huge amount of gold for sure, but it will give you these things that you can also use to craft plugins if you want. So let me quickly salvage again, salvage all, select all, confirm. By the way, make sure that you all already did the filter settings that I did to, and of course make sure that you checked your plugins properly based on their desired effect that you are looking for, so that you are not really deleting any important plugins, because as I said before, the RNG is so difficult to get the high rates. I mean the perfect plugin is so rare. But deleting is kind of easy, but don't do any mistakes, guys. Don't do any mistakes and don't do any regrets later. Now these materials, why I am kind of deleting these things right now, I guess I have deleted all the plugins. Look at this, all the plugins are deleted. Now only the plugins that I have marked with this thumbs up, these are here. These will not be deleted at all, and also the plugins that are already marked, I mean already equipped with the character, they are also not going to be deleted. Now we go to this not awkward section. Let me cancel this first, not awkward section, and now we can accept this one, or we can also delete this one from here. If you delete, you will not it will not cost any gold, probably you will get some gold or something, but I think if you have enough gold, it is actually good idea to obtain all of them, and it will now they are already stored here. Now we have to salvage them, and since my filter is active, it is going to select only those plugins. If you go to select all, now if you go to salvage all, select all, confirm, and these are the plugins that I just collected. I'm just going to delete them because I don't need them. And these resources that I am talking about again and again, basically you have to go to your craft section, and here you can craft these plugin boxes. It will take a huge amount of resources, of course. You might get some good plugins, you might not get some good plugins, because RNG, a box is kind of RNG, so it is kind of not really that worthy at all. But still, after after deleting a lot of plugins, you will get a free resources, and it's a good idea to actually use these free resources if you really want. So these were the detailed guide on how to sort your plugins and how I do it. At the same time, it will save you time, and at the same time it will make sure that you are not deleting anything accidentally. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to support the content, support the channel, and I hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.